This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Let's go, baby. Here we go. Here we go. See what it does. Check 13.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Check.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They go play action with Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. There he goes right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On third down, Brissett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Check!
230. Jack 16.
65.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Conner. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. You think back to all the big games that Big Ben has had over the years in his NFL career. And numbers-wise, his biggest game came against these Indianapolis Colts. That was in October of 2014. The numbers from that, gosh, video game like 522 yards, 6 touchdowns, and a 51-34 Steeler win in Pittsburgh. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Black 80.
58 to Mike.
77. 77.
Black
Ben to throw again. And that is incomplete here. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
Now that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game. The way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well.
53.
5. Black,
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Shit. He's cracked. Anyway, he's checking crack. Watch twist. Check 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Wow, evasive. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Matt Breida, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. On first down, Connor plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on. 50. Check out.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now it's Connor, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll go again from the 3 here on set. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Brissett on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
At the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And there to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And it's third down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage.
That! Like 30!
Come on, baby.
50!
58, right over there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Connor. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Right back to Connor here on first. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
53, Mike.
On second and 9, Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Like 80!
I can't believe they even let
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready? Like 5!
I'm going to come back to you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They go counter with Breida. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll throw now on the final play. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And this is going to be incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Alert. Hey, Charlie.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Connor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Set. 180. Quarter.
Let's get up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Give the sack to Komoko Toure. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett, catch made here by Campbell. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sean Davis with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards there and a first down.
Like 80.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Flush to his right. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Let's go.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
From the 29, Roethlisberger. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On third down, it's Connor. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the third quarter. The Chiefs have taken the lead in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's make these big.
From the gun, here's Brissett. It's brought in by Doxson. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Brissett to throw on first. It's hauled in by Doxson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run here with counter. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Bravo! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 58, right over there, right over there.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Danico Autry is in on the stop. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Again, a run with Connor. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Brissett. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Brissett looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Steelers take over
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give running right is countered. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
7-7.
Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Last stop.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Connor. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. So